Hello, family. It's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker, and I'm coming to you today. I have a very exciting guest. I am waiting on you all to come in so I can tell you who I brought in with me tonight on tonight's little webinar that I do try to do once a week. But tonight I have a special surprise for you, okay? And I want to introduce you all to someone that has really been a mentor in my life, has helped me to achieve financial freedom, has been that person to support me through learning how to do Forex trading, also through credit repair, also through other financial things that you want to be able to accomplish. So if you want to know the reason how I got to pay my truck off early and making my final payment on the truck, I am going to introduce you to my mentor, my friend, and I'm going to bring him on the line so he can talk to you as well. And give me 1 second. Here he comes, okay? Let me see. Hello, Nicholas.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh, nothing. I'm sitting here. I'm just so excited. I'm down to my last payment. And I just wanted to introduce you to my family, my YouTube family, my Facebook family, everybody. I want to introduce you all to Nicholas. He is my mentor. He is the one that got me started into his company, which is called Wealth Builders. And it helped me to accomplish my biggest goal that I wanted to accomplish, which was paying off my truck. So he's going to tell you about his program and how you can also be able to learn and also be able to create an extra stream of income, especially with all this coronavirus going on. So Nicholas, would you introduce yourself and let them know who you are?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Nicholas Mentor, co-founder of the Wealth Builders, the #1 financial literacy program in the country. How's everybody doing right now? This is what I want real quick. I want to know where everybody is tuning in from right now. Go ahead, drop those area codes, people. I want to see where everybody is tuning in from. What's going on? Where are you guys tuning in from right now? Drop those area codes. Let's see them. Let's see them right now. Go ahead. Okay. Let's see those area codes. I know we got the 404 in the building. We got people from all over. So just a little bit about our program. We have a financial literacy program that teaches you how to improve your credit, leverage your credit, also turn your credit into cash. So we literally have had people come into our programs with 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s, and we help them get to 7 and 8 credit scores. Okay. In addition to that, we teach people how to trade in the foreign exchange. Not just the foreign exchange, which is money between countries, but also within the stock market and cryptocurrency, which is a digital currency. We also teach people how to invest in real estate and how to be successful. The biggest misconception that people have when it comes to real estate is that you need a lot of money in order to get into the housing market. That's not true at all. So we teach you how to fix and flip, how to find the worst house on the best block, how to get into wholesaling. How do I buy multi-unit properties? How do I create generational wealth? How do I break generational curses? That's what I'm talking about. And the final last thing that we do is we teach you how to get into e-commerce, specifically drop shipping with eBay and Shopify. If you can make $35 a day, that's literally another $12,000 a year. And we show people how to leverage this, your smartphone, right? Your smartphone. Now, if your phone doesn't make you any money, it's a dumb phone. How you feel about that? Miss Diva Trucker, is your phone a smartphone or you got a dumb phone?
I got a smartphone.
You got a smartphone?
I got a smartphone. I could make this phone work for me just sitting right here in the truck. And I was so glad that I was able to find a program and you was able to be a great inspiration about teaching about cryptocurrency. Tell me this, how can Right now we're going through a financial situation where people are being laid off, people are losing their jobs, people don't know what to do. As far as when their next check is coming in and things like that. How is it that making money in maybe the Forex market, why would they need to do this? Why would they need to learn how to trade, or maybe learn how to do stocks or anything like that? What is so important about that?
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. I'm going to say that one more time. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. There's so many people in this world that literally have a lot. They have much in abundance. But there's so many more people in this world that are lacking. So many more people. So many people that wake up and live this box life, right? They get off this box bed to go into that box bathroom, to open up that box toothpaste, to brush their teeth, and then leave that box house to get into that box car, to go to that box job in that box cubicle. And we do this every single day, over and over and over and over and over again, hitting that box alarm, right? Just for us to leave this earth, for them to put us in a box. So the point that I'm trying to make when it comes to that is, why are we consistently living inside of the box when we need to live our lives outside of the box? Why are we consistently taking all of our energy and effort and putting it into someone else's business to help them create their dreams, but somehow we put ourselves on the back burner? Somehow we put our families on the back burner. Somehow we put our dreams and endeavors on the back burner. Somehow we put our entire life on the back burner because society told us to do something, right? So now we got to start taking that same energy that we've been doing for everybody else for all these years and do it for ourselves. Because you never know when a pandemic is going to happen. You never know when you're going to have an emergency. You never know when you're going to lose a family member. That was me, right? I had a grandmother that was sick, super sick, when I was younger. And the only thing that I wanted to do was scrape up a little money so I could fly home and see her. But meanwhile, while I'm trying to help everybody else focus on their dreams and endeavors, I never took the opportunity to focus and nurture my skill set to make me money. Right?
Right.
So when I finally went home to go see my grandmother, I got off the plane. I was so excited, literally been saving money for months. And as a man, you just want to be able to do things on your own. You don't want to ask anybody for money. You're too prideful. You got an ego. I'm a man, right? Finally went home, went to see her. My mom comes out the house crying because my grandmother passed while I was on the plane. So with that being said, right, I really took that moment because it hurt me. And I said, I never want to be in a situation again where I can't pursue my endeavors and I can't spend time with the people that I want to be with the most, the people that I love, my loved ones, my family. So you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to be in a place that you want to be in? Because as we watch these TVs, as we scroll through social media and we see all these people that are successful, and many of us may idolize and look up to them or even want some of the things that they have, you have to ask yourself, what type of sacrifices or what work did that person put in for themselves, not for everybody else? What skill set did they nurture for themselves in order to get to that level? How many streams of income did they have? What we got to do is get from one side of the cash flow quadrant to the other. The left side is all the people that are working. These are the employees and the people that work for themselves, the graphic designers. You know what I'm saying? For many of you, it might be truck driving. You work for yourself. But there's power when you start to leverage your money and other people's time.
Yes, it is.
What happens when you take that skill set and you create a niche? What happens when you go from driving trucks and you own a fleet of trucks and people drive?
There you go.
What happens when you do that?
Yes, it
right?
is. Yeah.
You start leveraging your time, other people's time, and your money. That's when things change. And that's what trading did for me, right? So I work in the film industry. all the ratchet TV shows y'all like to watch. Real Housewives of Atlanta, T.I. and Tiny, Ready to Love. I worked on all those shows. But here's the thing. If you want to work in the film industry, no matter what side it is, scripted, reality, documentary, especially as a sound mixer, in order to make big boy noise, you got to have big boy toys. So my issue was I didn't have $50,000 to $100,000 in order to pay off equipment, let alone when I got out of college, I couldn't even get a job in 2013 while I had $200,000 worth of student loan debt. But that's another story.
Right.
With that being said, I decided that my interest in audio and my skill set in audio was not enough in order for me to get to the next level. So I had to figure out ways where I could leverage that skill set to create an additional passive and residual income for myself. So I learned how to trade, okay? Once I learned how to trade, I started buying up all this equipment, right? I might have got $100 here, $200 there. Next thing you know, I started making $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. I started paying everything off. So now I own the equipment. Remember, if you want to make big boy noise, you got to have big boy toys. Right? For some of y'all, that's paying off the truck. For me, it was my equipment, right? So once I paid off my equipment and I had it, of course, my active income was going on set and working, but my passive income was when the production company rented the equipment from me.
From you.
So now I made 2 checks, right? Now here's the third check. I ended up acquiring so much equipment that I was sending my equipment out to other people that needed it. Right?
Right.
So that's another source of income coming in. Plus, I'm trading. So as I started to work on a lot of commercials and I'm interviewing all of these people, like the CEO from Newell Rubbermaid, right? They make all the janitor equipment that you could think of. The CEO of Newell Rubbermaid, to me, is the greatest janitor of all time. Why? Because this person is not really a janitor. They just supply everybody with all the cleaning supplies in the world. But the one thing that he mentioned in that interview was that he owned real estate. He owned stocks. He had multiple properties. He had multiple businesses. And he was leveraging his money and his time and other people's time so his money could grow. So the main thing that I want people to understand in this pandemic is this. Many of us have lost our jobs. Many of us are getting laid off. Many of us will continue to be laid off, right? And the United States is about to hit a recession if it's not already in one. The Dow Jones has dropped tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of pips, right? But one thing I learned about trading is if you know how to trade, you're never in a recession. You're recession proof. If you got multiple streams of income, you never in a recession. So my thing is, I don't want to be broke, right?
That's right.
I don't want to be broke. So I don't surround myself around broke conversations. I don't surround myself with broke people. This is the thing. You want to surround yourself around people that, number one, are in a position that you want to be in. And number two, you want to surround yourself with people that are moving in the same direction that you're moving in. If you're around 4 negative people, let me ask you a question. Who's going to be the 5th negative person? You got 4 negative people around you. You're going to be the 5th one.
You're going to be the 5th one.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're around 4 smart people and they always putting you up on game, who's going to end up being the 5th smart person if you're paying attention?
You are. You are.
You
I
are.
am. Yeah.
You are. Right? So, you know, if you everybody's sitting in a group text, right? If all y'all in a group text and y'all ain't talking about money, you just having a broke conversation. Like we broke texting. Like, is that what 2020 is coming to? We broke texting now, right? Everybody's doing these TikToks, all that, right? TikToks, tagging me in TikToks. Yo, drop a TikTok. Yo, look at this new Netflix show. For what? People losing their jobs. Why do I want to watch that when I could be sharpening my skill set? Do you know
Nicholas,
create millionaires? They
Let
do.
me let me ask you this. A lot of questions that people ask is, does it take a lot of money to get started in this? What if I don't know anything about cryptocurrency? What if I don't know anything about anything? And I really, I don't know what is to come. I really can't. I don't think I'm able to afford to even and be able to invest in this. What do you say about the doubt sayers, the naysayers?
Okay. There's a lot of things that I have to say about that. Many people go to school for 4 to 6 years for entry level income that's less than $100,000. Many people do that for $30,000 or $40,000. Many people spend $150,000 to $200,000 for $40,000 a year. And then we get excited at the end of the year for a 50-cent raise. That's the biggest scam in the world. The biggest scam in the world, right? Now, I'm not knocking the people with the 9 to 5s because we all work. We all have things that we do. Somebody has to do these jobs. But at the end of the day, you can use that job that you have and that money that you have as leverage. You gotta ask yourself, what's more important? Oh, I feel like it's too much. It doesn't take much to get into education. It doesn't take much to get into trading. You can have $100 trading account. I might blow $100 on a date. I might blow $100 going out to eat and grabbing drinks with friends, right?
Right.
I might
You got it.
I blow $100 on this phone bill. So
You
if I
gotta
spend
own it.
$100 on my phone, it might as well make me some money. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I've been able to do. I've literally been able to take $100 account to over $1,000 in a week. It doesn't take much. Just because you have $100 in your account, you don't gotta trade $100. You can trade 10 cents at a time. You know what I mean? But Albert Einstein said something really interesting. He who understands compound interest earns it, and he who doesn't pays it.
Yeah.
So if you know what that means, it just means compound your account and
Yeah.
just make money. So let me
And
ask you a question.
go
Like
ahead.
with you coming into our program, the Wealth Builders, right? Because
Right.
number one, I'm so excited for you that you've been able to pay off your truck, and it's just been an honor working with you and seeing your growth. But what I do want to know is your hours kind of change because you're picking up loads, you're dropping things off. Um, how has trading allowed you to be flexible in terms of when you make your money?
Trading is 24 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So it doesn't take that long to make your whatever your goal is for the day. You could do it within an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
the times that I did, so the times when I do trade is usually maybe early in the morning or even overnight. And then I've learned to also be able to set it and forget it. Pick your targets and pick your take profits or your stop loss, and either you're going to win it or you're not. But I've learned how to use risk management, and it's a skill set that you have to learn. You're not going to learn everything overnight. You're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but it's a start, and you can build upon that skill set to learn to make the money that you want to make out of it. So that's what I learned to do. I learned how to pace myself. I knew what my goal was. I knew where I wanted to be. And thankfully today, I mean, I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 months where I started Wealth Builders. Maybe about 6 months, 4, 5, 6 months. So I started Wealth Builders. And the main thing that I said to you from day one was, I want to be able to pay off my truck. And I think I started with Wealth Builders having a balance at that time of $17,000. So
Wow.
we was in go mode trying to make sure that that truck got paid off. And
Right.
finally, eventually, I was able to do that and reach my goal. So if anybody else, if I'm able to do it with minimum of the money that I invested in it and just taking time to learn the skill set of it, then anybody can do it. Anybody that can take the time to sit down and really study and really want to know how to make the money in the market, whether it's going up or whether it's going down, you can make money either way. So when people take that time to do that and really learn it, that's when they'll see the success of it.
That's awesome. Hey, are we still streaming on Facebook right now?
We're streaming on YouTube.
Oh, this is streaming on YouTube.
On
Wonderful.
YouTube. It was on Facebook. It stopped for a minute,
Okay.
and then it's going to. I'm a share it to YouTube. It has stopped on Facebook.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, this has just been such, a wonderful and, amazing opportunity. Being able to help people, with certain things that I may not have known before I got into this, being able to help people that have had some of the same struggles in me that I've had has been very, very not only empowering for me, but empowering for them, knowing that literally your finances are in your hands. Your finances, you have the power to change your life and change the lives of the people that are around you. Just being a blessing in that type of way it's crazy. It blows my mind. So what's the next move for you? What's
Well,
next?
I'm getting out of the truck. I'm putting a driver in the truck. We're going to focus on building, especially working with wealth builders and making sure that I share my success story with everyone and getting everyone I can get involved in it. And also be able to, I'm going on to brokering and dispatching and things like that. So, we're just going to create the circle from getting drivers into the industry, getting their experience, and also moving them over to owner operators.
Nice, nice, nice. So you're moving from one side of the quadrant to the
To the
other.
other side. Yep.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. So tell me a little bit about what do you usually look for in drivers when it comes to this right now?
And drivers, it's just you have to understand this is a lonely job, and it's hard, it's very difficult. So in the industry, when I talk to people about getting in the industry, you got to have patience. You got to be able to, be by yourself and be alone in this little box and not go crazy. So it's a rewarding career, but it's very hard when you first start getting in the industry. And a lot of people get frustrated and give up, but you always got to realize what the bigger picture is. And I could never go back to like an office environment where somebody's telling me what to do. This has taught me how to be an independent person, how to be my own boss as far as where I want to run and how what kind of money I wanted to make. So it's going to carry over back into the environment of being an entrepreneur on the other side as far as brokering and dispatching trucks. So that's what this career has done for me. And it's been 6 years. So, you get in the industry, you always have an exit plan. And my exit plan was to get out in about 5 to 6 years. And it's 6 years now, and I got to go.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So hey, how many trucks are you trying to put on the road right now?
Oh, I don't know. As many as I can. As many as I can. We try to build fleets and all kinds of stuff. But everything takes time. And just like when I got in the industry, you had to make the decision to start.
Uh-huh.
You could talk about it all day, but if you don't actually go to school and do what you have to do and put in that hard work, you would not be sitting where I'm sitting today. Also, just like with learning how to trade and wealth builders and things like that, you got to start. You got to be willing to put in that effort. So, I just wanted tonight come on and introduce you all to my mentor, the person that I look to as far as making an additional stream of income when it comes to Forex trading, credit repair. It's just a multiple things of stuff that you could do to make yourself more successful out here. And I am going to put our link in the description box. So if you want to talk to Nicholas at any time, or you want to inbox him, if you have any questions about Forex or anything like that, he is on my Facebook page. I will also tag him in this video. You'll be able to contact him at all times. He also does pips for breakfast. Okay.
Woo! Hits for breakfast. Gotta get that money.
Breakfast. So if you don't know how to trade, all you gotta do is tune into one of his sessions in the morning time, and y'all make money together. We make money together. So when the team wins, everybody wins. So if that's something that you're interested or thinking about, get into it. Get into it. It will change. It will definitely change your life. Okay. So
One thing I did.
Go ahead.
One thing I did want to ask you. All right, so we're in a state of emergency. The entire nation is in a state of emergency. Coronavirus running rampant.
Running
right?
rampant.
Like
Yes.
you could breathe in somebody's face.
Right.
And they catch corona.
Yeah, you can't even be around people.
You can't even be around people. So I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing. I've been cooped up in the house.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen the light of day. Literally.
You scared you're gonna get it?
I ain't seen nobody. I don't want to see nobody. But I do want to ask you this, and I know it's affected things. Have the hours that you've been putting in driving changed? Because y'all have one of the most important jobs that this entire nation depends on. Right. Without those supplies, without that food, without those things being moved around from city to city, from town to town, right, from state to state, from coast to coast, without y'all are the lifeline of the United States.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
So
yes,
sir. how has that been affecting you? Do you feel any type of pressure or anything like that?
We're just running as normal. I mean, we have a clock. Certain loads do fall under where if they need it there, such as hospital supplies, masks, restocking the stores or whatever the case may be. We are able to run as much as we want, but we still have to take breaks and things like that. But as far as we're just doing business as normal, they use a lot of teams and things like that to get those moved quicker. But yes, you feel the pressure because I'm out of hours every day. I use my full clock every day, and this has been I want to say my fifth Walmart so far, and the best thing about it is to be able to deliver a truckload of food to my home state. That's just amazing for me. So, but yeah, and we feel the love too, and I hate that it takes this much or coronavirus for people to realize really what drivers do out here, but we appreciate the things, we appreciate the love, and we know that we're making a difference. So when everybody is at home and everybody is under the covers and looking at Netflix and TikToking away, we still out here getting paid and getting our money.
That's right. That's right. And we get ours too. So y'all need to become well builders, credit trading, drop shipping, real estate, Airbnbs. If you got a smartphone and it don't make money, it's a dumb phone.
That's right. And we out. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I really appreciate it. You all, I will put his information in the link. I will post it on YouTube, and I also will have it on Facebook. So at a later time, if you would like to become a wealth builder, please click on the link and sign up. And also, if you have any other questions for Nicholas, you can reach out to him through my Facebook page. And other than that, peace, love, joy, and happiness. Thank you so much, Nicholas. We are signing out. Let me